Hey everyone, and welcome to Ink Spotlights from Comix Wellspring. This is the series where we shine the spotlight on immensely talented creators who print with us. Today, we're joined by Jay Red to talk about some of his projects, some upcoming books, and a little bit more. Jay, always excited to see you. How are you today?
Doing great, Brandon. Thanks for having me on today.
Of course, dude. Thank you for coming on. Tell us about some of the projects you're involved with right now. You kind of have your hands in that bucket of things at the moment. It sounds like.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of my series Incision, so I've just finished the second issue, wrapped up the Kickstarter for it a few months ago. So I'm getting all the fulfillment for that all finalized while I work on the third issue. I was also lucky enough to be included in an anthology called Pots and Panels.
That's
It's
sick.
sort of like a cookbook styled comic short story comic anthology, working with Christoph Rodriguez. We did a 4-page
Oh,
story.
cool.
We were lucky enough to be included in that, and that funded on Kickstarter not too long ago. So that's pretty cool.
Christoph's a great guy
Um,
too. He's
yeah, he's
always
awesome,
submitting
man.
stuff to Apollo, and we got him in the horror anthology coming out soon. That's super cool.
Yeah,
You worked with him.
he's awesome. Yeah, I've known him kind of just through Instagram and Facebook for like 3 or 4 years now.
Very active.
Just really cool guy. So I was happy that he and I, found something we could work on together
Yeah.
with that. So that was really cool. And outside of that, I'm actually drawing Hyperforce, the second issue, picking up on the second issue from a publisher you may know.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so working on that right now. So yeah, just staying really busy and having a lot of fun.
Dude, that's so awesome. I love hearing how many books like you have, anthology stuff, you have some full series books ahead of you too. Like you're a very constant, artist. Sorry, my cat just jumped so hard. He's ridiculous.
No worries.
Very constant. And what's cool is that you see so much growth in your work too. And it's like you have this cool, like kind of nostalgic, like 90s vibe that so many people are craving right now. Is that something you kind of aim for? Or how does that influence a lot of your work?
Yeah, well, thank you. First of all, I'm happy to see a progression. I think in my own work, so hopefully it's progressing in a good way, not a bad way. But yeah, the '90s kind of bulging muscle, crazy angles, comic book style is something I'm striving for Incision, and it kind of works for Hyperforce as well. So I'm doing it, somewhat for Hyperforce as well. It's got a slightly different look for Hyperforce. But yeah, they're both kind of in that realm. Like the short story I did, it's a totally different style, much more of like a gritty kind of B movie, like
Ooh.
70s, 80s horror movie kind of vibe. So not just I try to pick a style that's appropriate for a project, within whatever I'm capable of doing. But that's what I aim for at least.
Oh, that's so great too. And so do you have any future plans for like incision number 3? Is there any progress or updates on that as well?
Yeah, so I'm in the middle of drawing Incision 3. I had to slow down on it a bit because, I'm working on Hyperforce and stuff like that. But I'll be getting back on that. Hopefully, I hope to have that finished spring 2025 so I can do a Kickstarter for it probably mid late 2025. So yeah.
And like as an artist too, especially, how do you feel like, incision, it's really you honing that ship. And then you're working with Adam Matthew Smith on Hyperforce. How do you like the balance from working on your own and then going by, a collaborative type of experiment?
It's really cool. Like I've collaborated before, mainly with like my close buddies. This is the first time, Adam and I we didn't really know each other that well. We kind of became friends, kind of over, our similar projects over the last year or so. And so the opportunity came up. I thought, it'd be a good chance to kind of try, collaborating in a more traditional, kind of context. And I had some apprehensions about that, and it turned out to be just a great experience. He's a really cool guy to work with, super helpful. We'll go back and forth on like DMs over like, hey, what's this robot look like that I'm drawing here? Has it been shown before? And he'll shoot me over, oh, yeah, this was in shadows. Here's a picture. And so a lot of back and forth like that. So it's just really fun. And it's been a great experience.
Super rad, dude. And so do you have any plans for 2025? Like, do you have anything con-wise already lined up?
I've got a few. I've got one in South Carolina. I think it might be called South Carolina Comic Con. I can't remember exactly. I'll have to look that up. and then a few in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. Just some kind of local cons, maybe one or two so far. Not a whole lot lined up for 2025, but yeah, I'm looking to gear up to apply for some more in 2025. So yeah,
Awesome. And you'll have a lot of new books, by prime con season to be promoting at that time too. So it sounds super
right.
perfect for you. Brad, where can people find your work online, or is it best to find you at cons to get your work?
Either one. I have a website which is JRed Comics. It kind of just links to some my socials and things like that. I am creating a like an online shop. I don't have it ready yet, but that's something I'm working on. So that's another goal for 2025. I want to have like an online storefront where people can just buy my work if they don't, see me at a con or something like that.
Nice, dude. Love to hear it. So excited. Thank you for stepping in the spotlight today, Jay. Always rad to talk to you. We got to get you on Spilding sometime so we could draw. I'd love to draw with you. That'd be so much fun. But
Yeah,
dude,
man. Thanks for having me. Yeah, had a lot of fun. Appreciate it.
of course. And whenever you have your next book coming out, please bug us and step back in so we can highlight that as well. Always good seeing you, man. Thank
Definitely.
you.